Hey everyone, today we've got some exciting things to talk about in the realms of baseball. Mostly about MLB The Show, the video game that's coming out in a couple weeks here, March 18th, I believe. That might be for early access, though. Maybe it's March 14th early access and then March 18th re-release, but real release. But anyway, but couple little updates. PCA played today, so I guess it was just sort of a precautionary thing. And he, had a crazy, base running, clip, which is, all he does. Not all he does, but he does that on almost the daily. So today though, there was a stream or video. I think it was one of those things where it was like live, but it wasn't really live. For Diamond Dynasty, which is the team builder, like Ultimate Team game mode in MLB The Show. And they showed off a lot of cool things that I kind of want to talk about here today. So, number one, so first I got my phone out. That's how you know it's going to be an exciting video. I'm going to go on to this Twitter, Scan. He's a MLB The Show content creator and YouTuber that I've followed for a really long time now. Even like, I haven't watched his stuff in a while just because I haven't been in the game or, really into the game. But he kind of documented everything that happened in the video and just like little things and stuff. And I kind of want to talk about my thoughts on everything. So let's see. Where is the beginning here? I saw this. I should have brought this up immediately. Okay, here we go. So number one thing they showed was the new Team Affinity. And so Team Affinity, of course, is basically a reward like track, you could say, for specific teams. And in the past couple of years, it's been separated into divisions. So it's been like NL Central, AL Central, that kind of stuff. Now they're going back to kind of their roots, and it's going to be just team, like just individual team. And the team they show first is the White Sox. And you can see you get 3 different player cards over the course of the like sort of XP path, So first you get like the 79 Adam Dunn, and then an 83 Yoan Moncada, and then the end is an 86, not 85, 86 Frank Thomas, who is part of the Jolt series, whatever that is. That's a new series. So this is interesting because as you can see, the ratings and stuff are low, like they said they were going to be. They're starting the like power level low, which I really like. I think that really adds to the team building aspect that a lot of people, and me, myself included, find really fun about the game. So one interesting thing about this as well is the Frank Thomas has a captain's tab, so he is I assume the White Sox captain. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's so good to not see the little season mark on every card. I love that. So then they show a new game mode that really reminds me of like one of those sort of mobile game. I just think of like, what's the mobile games I've played that have this, but it's like almost like you log in and you get 2 dice rolls to roll the dice on the game board on the Monopoly, Candyland, if anyone played that back in the day, board. And you get some rewards that you leave, but apparently this is sort of a more expanded version of those type of things. And it's just this like sort of game board, and you do different challenges and stuff, and you can get rewards. Sort of like, okay, at first I thought this was like gonna replace Conquest, which I would be fine with. I think Conquest kind of sucks now. It was a cool idea when I started. 5 years later, it's really bad and annoying. But Conquest is still there. One interesting thing is on the little game page, they show like rewards like Diamond Live Series cards. So maybe this will be a great way to like get Live Series and complete the Live Series, which would be pretty cool. And that'll tie into something I'm going to talk about in a second here in terms of the market and stuff. But we'll get to that in a second. And then there's going to be some sort of like gauntlet type thing. They call it the Weekend Classic, and it's the last 4 days of each ranked season. There's going to be this sort of like gauntlet thing. The immediate thing in my mind is Trials of Osiris from Destiny. And they say that some of the best Diamond Dynasty rewards are going to be here if you go 6-0. So it's going to be a little bit of like a battle royale type thing as well, I guess, which is pretty cool. And then that's going to tie into something here that they reveal that, where is this? So they basically reveal that all of the multiplayer things, so that's battle royale, ranked seasons, and co-op. Oh no, sorry, events. Are basically, because co-op is kind of in ranked, are all going to be combined into one program now. So what they used to do is, okay, like, so, like, what I'm trying to think of a great example. So, like, I think a couple years ago, it was like, okay, Battle Royale here's a great example, 2020. There was like, okay, Chris Sale and Johnny Bench, and I think Albert Pujols at the end was like in Battle Royale, and you had to go 12-0 to get him. And that was like, those were going to be the best Chris Sale and Johnny Bench and, Albert Pujols. And then in ranked seasons, you'd have like the best versions of Kershaw. And I think he was an inning program boss in 20, but, and some other, Justin Verlander, that type of stuff. And it would be kind of separate. So you'd have sort of like the Battle Royale, like grinders who are like amazing at the game at that like kind of level. Because, you have to use these sort of bad players and stuff. And they would be able to get like these rewards that a lot of people wanted, that are kind of exclusive, that would go on the market, and they would get a lot of money, or stubs is the in-game money. And that's sort of how the market worked. And the ranked seasons is the exact same thing, where it's like, hey, if you want the best Justin Verlander, you either have to, get good and play ranked, or buy it off the market, because that's, how you get it. So it's interesting to see them all combined into one. I think that's kind of cool, because it's, you choose your path of how to get rewards. And that's something they sort of have talked about a lot in the past couple of years, but it's with the asterisk of they're just trying to get money. Like, honestly, like they for a little bit, those rewards I was just talking about, so like the Chris Sale example, from like you go 12-0 in Battle Royale, are not that specific one, but they added a thing where if you do a bunch of missions and stuff, you can get a pack that has one of those late 12-0 rewards. Those were not sellable on the market. And they claim that they want the rewards to feel special, but it's like they did feel special, but they were like kind of putting, in my opinion, like mediocre players and rewards in those things, so they'd immediately get sold. And then they saw that and they were like, no, because they needed to sell more stubs, and people didn't want to, it was a whole drama. But this will be really interesting to see play out. This is one of the things I'm most interested in, because personally, like, I'm just not that good at the game. I'm just not that good at the game online, But if there was like good rewards and I could feel like, well, I have to like choose between, do I want to sit down and grind Battle Royale or sit down and grind ranked seasons, and I could just choose one, I get the same rewards no matter what, I would really like that, because then I'd be able to focus and go, okay, I'm just going to try to get good with my team on ranked seasons or something like that. So, pretty cool there. Then there's this very vague thing called Team Affinity My Journey. And it seems like it's just year-long quests, and they don't really show the rewards or anything. So we'll have to see about that. Let's see, what else? Spotlight programs, pretty interesting. They're basically just weekly and monthly programs weekly and monthly, like the Topps Now cards that they used to do, but just literally in one thing. So, and then legacy programs. This is the really interesting thing, and this is where things can get a little dicey. I don't know if this is going to replace sort of collections, but it sounds like a collections-esque thing, where legacy programs are long-term programs that reward those who complete missions over a long period of time. And then they just show a bunch of icons, and they say that there's going to be some sort of card at the end once you do all those quests. So my worry is that there's like some broken 99 at the end, like, I don't know, 99 DeGrom, and people get it really early, sort of like collections, So we'll see. Kind of interesting if they balance it well. I think that'd be pretty interesting. If those were how we get sort of the first wave of the weaker 99s, I could see that being cool too. Like I say, I think the way it should always work is the highest ceiling outside the collections at every moment in the game should be like a reliever. Like the first guy who breaks 90 should be like a reliever because they're just the least impactful in the game. And that's my opinion, because I don't want to see like a starter be the first 99 outside of collections again. Because that's just like, then we're going to see him every game, every game. And that's sort of the issue that people want to avoid with the seasons and stuff. So that's pretty much it, I believe. Oh, no, sorry. There was one other thing. They showed a couple stats for those pre-order cards I talked about a little bit ago, like the Kershaw and the Billy Wagner. One interesting thing I was looking for is if they are captains. They are not captains, but they are under the 20th anniversary series. So that's pretty interesting. The stats also look like pretty bad, which is good. You know what I mean? Like, they look pretty mediocre, which is pretty cool. So Kershaw's like, I mean, he seems okay for like a beginner, beginning of the season, or beginning of the game. So, couple other things here that I'm trying to find real quick, because there's a new pack that's got a lot of people talking. There's a new pack. Yes, here we go. A Diamond Exchange pack. So in the games before, there used to be, or there is, exchange packs where you can say, exchange like some amount of bronzes into a silver. And you have a chance to get a gold. And then some amount of silvers into a gold. And do you have a chance to get a diamond in those? I don't remember. But those are always, because back in the first couple of years, I played the market a lot. And that was sort of how the market like stabilized those, those rarities. Where it was like, okay, if it's, sorry, someone's mowing the lawn right in front of, I don't know if you guys can hear that. So like if it costs less to put silvers to get a gold pack than like the worst gold, then something's wrong and there's some market inefficiency, and then the market corrects itself. So there being a diamond exchange pack, assuming this is going to be golds to diamonds, really interesting for the market. The market has kind of been really bad the last couple years because they just keep pushing sort of people to spend in-game money and everything like that. But this is really interesting to me. This is really interesting. I see myself getting lower and lower because my legs are spacing apart. But anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm looking for any other like interesting things here. But that's going to be it. So this is the first like wave of the Diamond Dynasty stuff. I'm putting my phone over here. We're going to get a stream that's like the really exciting stream that's like showing all the first rewards, showing all the collections and all that stuff. And that's usually in previous years, that's like hours before the game drops, because that's the most exciting thing and who's going to be, first and everything. So I'm really excited to see that. Couple hopes. I hope we get like an Andrew Miller early, because he's my favorite reliever. And I'd love to get him up to 5 and use him for a long time. And maybe they could get Greinke in the game. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to get Greinke in the game, but we'll see. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Kind of a long video today, but a lot of stuff to talk about. I have to say, if you want it, I do these videos every day, so you can check every day. I was pretty down on the game early in the year, getting excited, but I could be. I'm a fool. I'm a foolish man. I could be fooled again for the 5th or 6th time now. Let's see, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, no, 6. Yeah, 6th time. But we'll see. We'll see. So hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.